Central. Social distancing can lead to depression. Yeah. Be sure to take a moment each day to text, call, email, Skype, or FaceTime your friends and family and remind them how annoying you are. Yeah. Oh, boy. FaceTime comes in handy. It's a great way for my wife Pam and I to stay in touch with the grandkids in Omaha. Well, you do what you can. Today is Teflon Day. Teflon Day. Let's hear it. And you're wondering, how does the Teflon stick to the pan, right? Well, here's the answer. It doesn't. No. The pan sticks to the Teflon. Yeah. And I don't know if you are aware, Teflon, by the way, is a byproduct of the space program. Yeah. And NASA coats its rockets with Teflon, which is exactly why asteroids don't stick to them. Maybe we could just perfect Teflon coatings for people. And then nothing would stick, right, Gene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
We'll give it a try. Okay.
And that's the way it helps it zip faster through the air. Isn't that the idea with the Teflon?
I think that's part of it, yes.
That's what I thought.
Okay. Are you ready for birthdays?
Ready for birthdays.
Okay, we've got our big shot birthdays today. Oh, before we do that, we've got an NCAA vignette. Because tonight, 5 o'clock this evening, it's our final classic NCAA men's basketball tournament. And it is a replay of last year's tournament championship, which was Virginia and Texas Tech, and it was a good one. So let's hear.
Now, a tournament flashback. Last year's final between Texas Tech and Virginia was a thriller that required overtime as both looked for their school's first title.
6 seconds to go. Mooney up the floor. 3 on the left wing. That is no good. Rebound pulled down by DeAndre Hunter. And they're going to dribble it out from ruin to redemption. The Virginia Cavaliers are the 2019 NCAA National Champions.
Nerds.
NerdWallet presents Money Questions, the lightning round. Here we go, Carroll. How can people compare the best credit cards?
Turn to the nerds.
Should you pay off debt or save for retirement?
Turn to the nerds.
One more. Should I listen to my father-in-law's advice on mortgage lenders?
Turn to the nerds.
You win! Woo! Confetti is literally falling from the sky.
I'm going to put my winnings in a 2-year CD.
That would be prudent, Carroll.
From helpful tools to expert guidance. For all your money questions, turn to the nerds at nerdwallet.com. And MLS ID number 1617539.
Well, I hope we didn't ruin the ending for you. Birthdays. Okay, now we'll get to the birthdays. Actor Billy D. Williams is 83. Actor Roy Thins is 82. Actor John Ratzenberger of Cheers fame, he is 73.
Well,
okay.
He looks mighty good.
Do you remember which one he was?
I do not.
Okay. Norm was George Wendt.
He went where? Oh.
George Wendt played Norm. And John Ratzenberger, he was the mailman that knew everything.
Oh, okay. All
yes.
Right. Yeah, I can remember that guy.
Yeah, he's 73. Actress Patrika Darbo is 72. Actress Mary Lou Henner from Taxi is 68. Actress Ari Myers, 51. Actor Paul Rudd is 51. Actor Jason Hervey from The Wonder Years, 48. Actor Zach Braff is 45. Actor Joel Garland, 45. Actress Candace Cameron Bure is 44. Actor Teddy Sears, 43. Actress Eliza Coupe is 39. Actor Charlie McDermott is 30. Local birthdays coming up.
The president announced that he will extend social distancing guidelines through April 30th.
In the KXO newsroom, we've got a COVID-19 update from the Imperial County Health Department.
Coronavirus is affecting everyone.
He has issued a domestic travel warning for
coronavirus death in Baja California.
Were diagnosed with COVID-19.
COVID-19 survival. Globally, we have passed the 500,000 mark with cases of COVID-19.
Stay home.
Hope everybody's safe.
Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Amber Flores, Victor Moreno, Olivia Madrigal, Daniel Vasquez, Derek Howe, Bonnie Edgman, Kimberly Abadi, Columba Sanchez, Rochelle Harrington Maldonado, Sonia Thompson, Miguel Garcia, Ruben Lopez, Daniel Garcia, John Banda, Marlene Mesa, Mike Cavanaugh, Alexia Rubio, Daniela Murrieta. Happy birthday! Okay, happy birthday. And my little sister celebrates a birthday today, Betty Jo Pardo.
Pardo?
Pardo.
Pardo, okay.
Yes.
I know a Pardue, but not a Pardo.
Well, I know a Pardo.
Good French name.
Yeah, it's my brother-in-law, and he and I have been friends for many, many, many years. So, anyway, it's a long story. They dated in high school. They each went their separate ways. They got married. They divorced. They got back together. And everybody lived happily ever after.
Happily ever after.
Yes. Okay. Strange weekend, right?
Yeah, I guess so. In some senses, it went by really fast. But beautiful weather outside and everything. Can't complain.
Yeah. You know what I find hard to believe, though? This is Holy Week. Easter is coming up Sunday.
Sunday. That really caught a lot of people by surprise this last week. My gosh, it's Palm Sunday. Oh, my gosh. That means next week it's Easter Sunday.
I sure hope the Easter Bunny can find a mask.
Yeah. Well, you can't have mine.
No. Okay. We've got news if you're ready.
I'm ready, Roy.
We've got a look at World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Bobby and Mary Locke. Locke Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News Update. New York City is still the epicenter for COVID-19, and this nurse is living it every day.
Very, very difficult. It's like something out of the Twilight Zone, and I don't think any of us going through it will ever be the same.
Many areas are crying out for more doctors and nurses, but incredibly, some hospitals are laying them off because they can't perform elective surgeries that bring in the big bucks. Here's CBS's Anna Werner.
Boston Medical Center Health System temporarily furloughed some 700 employees. A health system in Sarasota, Florida, said its revenue dropped by $16 million in March. It's furloughing some employees, trimming hours for others.
Officials in Tybee Island, Georgia, shut down the beaches there last month, fearing large crowds and COVID-19. Georgia's governor has ordered them reopened. Resident Kyle Hockman is pleased.
Spend a lot of time out here. Mostly exercise. Having to run on the streets here the last few days. My knees are going to enjoy running on the beach.
CBS News Update. I'm Peter King.
Locke Air Conditioning wants you to protect the things you care about. Protect your family with the air scrubber that utilizes Active Pure, certified technology to protect against airborne and surface contaminants. Clean, deodorize, purify, and protect not only your family, but your home. The air scrubber installs easily to your heating and cooling system, and it's made in the USA. Call Locke Air Conditioning now for details. 760-353-4501. Locke Air Conditioning, and protect the things you care about. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. More than 15,000 cases, at least 350 deaths from COVID-19 in California. Social distancing guidelines that aren't being followed in San Francisco will now get you cited. Alameda resident Nick Stiletto says out-of-towners have been picnicking at a nearby marina.
They can't walk their dogs. You don't feel safe because nobody's socially distancing. They're not wearing masks. Their children are running all over the place on bikes.
Governor Gavin Newsom says there was an 11% increase in the number of sick Californians in just one day last week, insisting people take the stay-at-home orders seriously.
Got a text this morning from a good friend of mine whose son says he's going to a party this weekend with friends, and she was literally in tears when she called saying, "What do I do?" And I said, well, first you give me his cell phone number and I'll call him.
California court leaders now considering setting bail at zero amid the coronavirus crisis. The Judicial Council to vote today on an order that would cut bail to $0 for low-level offenses and suspending evictions and foreclosures. Wet weather in much of the state starting again today. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
When Allstate agents and employees go to work every day, their number one priority is protecting what matters most to you. For military veterans, that instinct to protect also comes naturally. No wonder thousands of veterans build good careers with Allstate. And now, Allstate is ranked the number one employer on the 2020 Military Friendly Employers list. You're in good hands with Allstate.
For career opportunities or to get a quote, contact Allstate today. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
The game is about to start. Get your face out your phone. Just a minute. I'm completing the 2020 census. Why do you care? Listen, the census will impact how and where public funds will flow in our communities each year. If we're counted, we'll get better funding for our schools, even affordable housing. Wow. Well, I'm going to complete the census now. All right, then. Let's take a shot.
Complete the census online, by phone, or by mail. Shape your future. Start here at 2020census.gov. Paid for by U.S. Census Bureau.
It's page one of the local news. Page one is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the valley, one in Brawley, another in El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Monday morning, a second person has died from the coronavirus in Imperial County. The Imperial County Public Health Department has confirmed that an older adult with an underlying health condition is the second coronavirus-related death in Imperial County. According to the health department, the individual was hospitalized earlier this week. To date, there have been 65 positive coronavirus cases reported in Imperial County. 8 of the individuals have recovered and are no longer in isolation. Dr. Stephen Monday, Imperial County Health Officer, said the unfortunate tragedy is a stark reminder why we must all remain vigilant and take the necessary precautions to protect ourselves against the spread of the coronavirus in our community. I cannot stress enough that it is everyone's responsibility to stay home unless absolutely necessary and continue to practice social distancing in an effort to prevent any illnesses and deaths as we can. Federal, state, and local health authorities have said that the next 2 to 3 weeks will be crucial as we are still on the upside of the pandemic in the United States. Well, changes for the El Centro Police Department. The changes are in response to the coronavirus pandemic. The police department says the health and well-being of El Centro residents and maintaining a safe environment for employees during the pandemic remains a top priority. To limit unnecessary exposure, the police department is temporarily modifying some of their services provided to the community. The front lobby of the police department has been temporarily closed. To report non-emergency instances, use the online reporting service. If that's not possible, call the department, 760-352-2111. They want to assure residents officers will continue to be on duty every hour of every day to respond to emergency calls for service. They will also respond to crimes in progress, crimes against persons, and any life-saving emergency. All parking citations due dates, unless they are already past due, have been extended to May 1st without penalties. KXO News Time 744.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers for your service needs. Whether it's a lube job, oil and filter change, brake job, battery or wheel balance and alignment, Quick Lane can handle it. And Quick Lane services all makes and all models. Oh, and by the way, you never need an appointment. Tires, all the best brands at the best price. Guaranteed. See your Quick Lane service advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue in El Centro, right next to Food for Less.
In other local news, Imperial Valley College will keep the campus closed. The local community college has determined to continue to offer instruction online for the remainder of the spring and summer 2020 schedule. Beginning on Tuesday, April 7th, the college will transition to a modified campus closure. Level 2. This means the campus will remain closed to the public. Most employees and the majority of students, spring break will run April the 13th through the 17th. After April 20th, if determined to be safe, extremely limited face-to-face instruction will be permitted in programs that are unable to transition online. These programs include Nursing Skills Lab, Nursing Clinical Rotations, and the Post Academy. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
There's nothing better than a company that has great customer service, answers your questions, and provides you with the right material to get the job done. Imperial Truss and Lumber Co. in Imperial takes pride on doing just that for the homeowner or contract. They even deliver valley-wide. Imperial Truss and Lumber carry hardware supplies from lumber to concrete to nuts and bolts. Everything a contractor or homeowner might need. Stop by today at 701 East 2nd Street in Imperial.
And it's page 2 of the local news with a look at weather, all brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
Multiple fire departments have been battling a brush fire burning in the river bottom near Brawley. The fire was reported at about 2 p.m. Saturday near Carter and Elder Roads. The quick-moving fire swept through the dense brush in the river bottom and caused the evacuations of businesses and several homes. A number of horses in the Brawley Cattle Call Park were also evacuated. Heavy equipment from the city of Brawley, the Imperial Irrigation District, as well as several local businesses were utilized fighting the fire. Fire equipment and personnel from all over the Imperial Valley, as far away as Yuma, were involved in the incident. Crews remained on the scene through the night and were battling the flare-ups well into Sunday. The north end of the valley was blanketed in thick smoke from the fire. Well, 2 men were arrested Thursday and charged with crimes involving a chop shop. Yuma County Sheriff's deputies located a stolen car in the area of 13500 block of East 41st Street. The arrest came after serving a search warrant for the residence where the vehicle was found. 2 suspects, Brett Farley, 55, of Yuma, and a 31-year-old Justin Beachy, were arrested at the residence. 3 additional stolen vehicles were located, including a pickup truck stolen in the Phoenix area, a Harley-Davidson motorcycle stolen from Peoria, Arizona area, and an off-road dune buggy that had already been dismantled. Farley was booked into Yuma Regional Detention Center for 1 count of theft and 1 count of operating a chop shop. Beachy is being held on 4 counts of theft of a means of transportation, 4 counts of transporting vehicles to a chop shop, and 1 count of possession of a weapon by a prohibited possessor. Well, the Red Cross lady will be honored. Sylvia Preciado Platero has become known as the Red Cross lady. She has been with the American Red Cross since the early 2000s. During her years as manager of the American Red Cross in Imperial Valley, the service center, she has become synonymous with the Red Cross. Friday was her last day with the service center. Reorganization eliminated her position. Tuesday afternoon, that's tomorrow, the IID District Board of Directors will adopt a resolution honoring Sylvia Preciado Platero. It will be at the Board of Directors meeting in the IID Auditorium on Broadway in El Centro. Because of the coronavirus pandemic, access to the IID boardroom will be limited to the directors and staff. A live stream of the meeting, however, will be available on the IID website. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says warm, sunny, and dry weather will gradually give way to a storm system moving into California and then on to Arizona during the middle part of this week. Increasing clouds and a few showers will be possible for the Imperial Valley starting tomorrow, continuing through Thursday. Temperatures will be coolest on Thursday, some 10 to 20 degrees below normal. Warmer and dry weather returns by Easter weekend. 70 our high yesterday, 57 the low. Sunny today with a high near 78. Southwest wind 10 to 15 miles an hour. Gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Partly cloudy tonight with a low around 56. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, decreasing after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 25 miles an hour. There is a 20% chance of showers tonight. Tomorrow, increasing clouds with a high near 71, northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, a 40% chance of showers. 63 degrees downtown El Centro, 55% relative humidity. Wind out of the west-southwest at 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Your border wait, about an hour and 15 minutes downtown. No waiting sentry, no waiting pedestrian. Eastboard, a 30-minute wait, no waiting sentry, 15 minutes ready lane. The border is open for essential traffic, and you have no idea what essential traffic is. Page 2 of the local news has been brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Spring is for exploring. It's time to blaze new trails with old friends. Polaris makes you unstoppable with instant traction from the industry's fastest engaging all-wheel drive and the added confidence of the industry's most advanced intelligent suspension. See your Polaris dealer now for the season's best deals on off-road's broadest lineup during the Polaris Spring Sales Event.
Liberty Motorsports, your Polaris dealer, 1999 Arizona Avenue in Yuma.
Always wear a helmet, never drink and drive.
It's sports time. What's going on in the world of sports? Not a lot. The Los Angeles Rams? Well, the Rams have no plan to move away from the new logo they announced last week, nor moving away from the colors. Yeah, the Rams' chief operating officer, Kevin Demoff, who's been heading the project for more than 2 years, says, hey, we like it. We're going to stick with it. Yeah. There have to be more important things in life. Yeah, like President Donald Trump says, the NFL season should start on time. I want fans back in the arenas, Trump said after a briefing at the White House. Meanwhile, the Cleveland Browns are showing interest in Jadeveon Clowney and looking to add the defensive lineman to the roster.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful from the support that they hear for the job they're doing and being rated #1 with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stan's Auto Body works with all insurance companies. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Well, the Patriots are looking for a quarterback. The only quarterbacks the Pats have on their roster are Jarrett Stidham and Brian Hoyer. Word is the Patriots are looking to possibly draft Florida International quarterback James Morgan. Sad news from the NFL. Saints legendary kicker Tom Dempsey has passed away at the age of 73. Dempsey also battled Alzheimer's disease and dementia for the last 7 or 8 years. He passed away from complications from the COVID-19 virus. And so who won last year's NCAA men's basketball tournament? Tune in tonight, 5 o'clock. We've got coverage. It's a rebroadcast of last year's championship game. We've got game at 5 o'clock. And we will be bringing you Thursday night and Monday night NFL football starting this week on AM 1230 KXO Classic Playoff Games. That's it for Sports Time. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs. From business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. It's financial news and a brief look at weather brought to you by H&R Block. Get your taxes done right. Visit the nearest H&R Block today. U.S. stocks opened higher today, with analysts attributing support to a fall in the death rate from the COVID-19 pandemic in Europe and hopes that the toll in the U.S. may be nearing its peak. The Dow Jones Industrial Average currently up 970 points. The S&P 500 up 111, and the NASDAQ is up 335 points on early trading. Gold is up $46.50 an ounce. Oil off $1.66 per barrel. Meanwhile, Washington is working on its fourth legislative response to the coronavirus crisis. Analysts are predicting that the next big spending deal isn't likely to become a reality for several weeks. The next bill is no longer sparking talk about huge outlays on infrastructure improvements, but rather it looks set to focus on extending programs from the last package. A bipartisan agreement on a new package costing $1 trillion is possible between the end of April and the middle of May, according to analysts. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said Saturday that the Democratic-led chamber, the next bill, should extend and expand the measures in Washington's Phase 3 bill.
When you do your taxes with H&R Block, you can work with the same tax pro year after year, so they can be there with you through all of life's changes. From bum, 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 to dun, 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 and definitely H&R Block tax pros have an average of 10 years experience, getting people every credit and deduction they deserve. Now guess what that sounds like? Ka-ching! Make an appointment or walk in today. It's better with Block.
If you need your tax refund, H&R Block can help. Just drop off your documents at your local office and head home. A tax pro will do the rest.
It will be sunny today with a high near 78, south-southwest wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 56, west winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, decreasing after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 25 miles an hour. There is a 20% chance of showers. Tomorrow, increasing clouds with a high near 71, northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, a 40% chance of showers tomorrow. 63 degrees downtown, 54% relative humidity, wind out of the west-southwest at about 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour at times. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you this morning by H&R Block. They've got locations all over the valley El Centro, Calexico, Brawley, Yuma, and Blythe as well. CBS News is coming up next.
You've got Carroll Buckley with the best oldies on the radio.
I don't like it. I love it.
KXO, El Centro, California.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. In northern New Jersey, top health officials say this will be a gruesome week in the U.S. as the coronavirus sickens more people and claims more lives. CBS's Dr. David Agus.
And I'm just afraid of this week. I mean, this is a week we're going to see a growth in the number of deaths across the country. We're going to see certain cities really explode.
But President Trump, light at the end of the tunnel.
We hope we're seeing a leveling off in them all. So we'll see. You'll be seeing that over the next few days. We'll see what happens.
New York reported fewer deaths Sunday than on Saturday and slowed in Europe. These glimmers of hope have helped bolster financial markets in early trading. Analyst Messenger.
Of course, this is just one morning and one day, so everyone should be pretty clear. These have been such volatile days that it's hard to say that the worst is over. It's important to remember that the United States economy has essentially come to a... We've never seen anything like this.
In New York City, Mayor Bill de Blasio went to the Brooklyn Navy Yard, a company working on an urgent issue.
This is one of the areas where we're seeing a real problem. Our public hospital system has enough for this week. Some of the private hospitals and nursing homes are running low.
In Washington, the top Senate Democrat wants the White House to assert more of its power over private industry.
Reports say that Senator Schumer talked with new White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows last night, urging him to push President Trump to fully engage the Defense Production Act in order to meet medical equipment needs. Those reports also say that Schumer floated a few names to oversee the project, including Air Force General Paul Silva, Navy Admiral Feld, a former vice chair of the Joint Chiefs, and Vice Admiral Jack, who ran the Defense Logistics Agency. Bill Raycott, CBS News, Washington.
Erika Duncan tells us he seems to be taking a disproportionate toll on people of color.
According to a new report by WBEZ Public Radio in Chicago, an analysis of the county found that 70% of people in Chicago who have passed away because of coronavirus are Black. And you're talking about nearly 300 deaths right now in the whole state of Illinois because of coronavirus.
Inovio Pharmaceuticals said today it has FDA okay to study a possible vaccine in 40 healthy volunteers in Philadelphia and Kansas City. Last month, the first safety test of a different candidate began in Seattle. Wall Street, the Dow's up 940 points. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open an account with a savings rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
Truck Talk, presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Here's some advice I bet you didn't think you'd hear on this commercial. Read a book. Okay, let me clarify. Read the book that is your truck owner's manual. You'll find maintenance checklists, cleaning advice, and more. An informed truck driver is a truck driver that can be prepared for anything. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get guaranteed low prices and excellent customer service at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
Easter can really spring up on you, can't it? Well, no worries. Walgreens is here for you this holiday. We make it easy to shop and save so that you can build the perfect Easter baskets with all their favorites. Save big on everything Easter, like buy one, get one half off select Easter baskets, toys, and gifts. Easter's on its way, whether you're ready or not. So head to Walgreens to get all their Easter treats in one quick hop. Offer valid with card through April 11th. Restrictions apply.
Another victim of the virus pandemic is the presidential campaign. Political correspondent Ed O'Keefe tells us.
Former Vice President Joe Biden on Sunday once again criticized President Trump's response to the coronavirus pandemic.
What I have been saying is that he's moving too slow. The response is his responsibility.
The pandemic has reshaped the presidential campaign as much as every other aspect of American life. The state of Wisconsin is still holding a presidential primary on Tuesday. The Democratic governor and Republican legislators have been fighting over the date in court. Biden and his remaining opponent, Senator Bernie Sanders, agree the primary should be delayed.
People should not have to put their lives on the line in order to participate in our democracy.
Biden says he's going to wear a mask when out in public, and he indicates the best bet for the August nominating convention may be holding it as a virtual event. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Balance of Nature, changing the world, one life at a time.
Yeah, I really enjoy the product completely. It's really been very, very good for my hair and my skin. A little bit more energy, and just most of the time being able to fight off, the sicknesses too. I have not been sick since I have started it.
Balance of Nature is now offering 35% off on any new preferred order. Go to balanceofnature.com today and use discount code FRUITS.
To get the latest news on the coronavirus, watch Newsmax TV. And make sure you vote in Newsmax's national poll, asking Americans if they support President Trump's handling of the crisis. You can vote in Newsmax's national poll and show your support for President Trump. On your phone, just text the word BOOK to 39747. That's BOOK to 39747. 39747. Let Congress and the media know your opinion. And tune into Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel.
You've got Carroll Buckley with the best oldies on the radio.
This is an ugly candy bar, Peter Paul's almond cluster. It bulges from the way they stuff those almonds and crunchy stuff inside. It's so ugly, in fact, we're not going to show it to you. But don't go away, we're going to show you something. Isn't that something? Believe me, it's better than looking at our candy bar. Funny thing, ugly as it is, almond cluster tastes just beautiful. Why people who make such a crunchy, chocolatey candy can't fix the way it looks? I don't know, maybe we should be on the radio or something, skywriting.